Hi, I'm Kenny. In this video, I will talk about the requirement of insurance for Canada visa application. Particularly, I will examine these questions. Is it necessary to buy insurance when you apply for a Canada visa? If yes, what kind of insurance should you buy? And which insurance companies are recommended for this purpose? If you have already decided to buy an insurance to cover your stay in Canada, and you don't have enough time to watch this video, I'm putting a link below the video, you can check it out. Now let's start. The first question is it necessary for you to buy an insurance when you apply for a Canada visa or permit? Let's check out the law first. To my best knowledge, Article 39 in the IRPA is the most close provision that I can think of for this matter. It says a foreign national is inadmissible for financial reasons if they are or will be unable or unwilling to support themselves or any other person who is dependent on them, and have not satisfied an officer that adequate arrangements for care and support, other than those that involve social assistance, have been made. Therefore, if the visa officer believes that, for example, the applicant will be sick in Canada and is unable to support himself, his application will be refused for being inadmissible under financial reasons. However, don't forget that the applicable standard of proof for this inadmissibility is more likely than not. It is obviously unreasonable for a visa officer to believe that any applicant will be just sick in Canada and not able to support himself. And in fact, it will be ridiculous for the officer to refuse the application only because the applicant isn't presenting an insurance. Therefore, the answer to this question is you don't have to buy an insurance when you apply for a regular Canada visit visa, study permit, and work permit. However, there are some immigration programs in Canada that require an insurance. One of them is International Experience Canada program. Many people may not have heard about this program. And another program is more famous called Working Holiday Visa. In Canada, Working Holiday Visa is a stream under this International Experience Canada program. In short, we call it IEC program. I'm not here to introduce about this program, so I will just skip the details of this program, except one thing. All the applicants for this program are required to buy an insurance when they land in Canada. Let's check it out. This is the web page of IEC program. Prepare for your arrival. As you can see, here is the requirement of the health insurance. The insurance must cover medical care, hospitalization, and repatriation. This is another program that requires an insurance, which is Super Visa for parents and grandparents. As we can see, here is the requirement of health insurance. These are the two programs that require an insurance at this moment. The IEC program allows a foreign national to stay in Canada for up to 2 years, whereas a Super Visa allows the foreign national to stay in Canada for up to 5 years. Although most other immigration programs in Canada don't require an insurance to apply, I always recommend all of my clients to buy an insurance when you apply for a Canada visa. Why? It's simply because the medical expense in Canada is extremely expensive. I will not be able to afford it without an insurance myself. So how expensive can it be? Let's check it out. This is a website of a hospital in Ottawa. It shows their fees as of April 1st, 2025. As you can see, if you just visit Canada for a short period, like 1 week or 2, you will be considered as non-resident of Canada. For a single visit to this hospital, you will be charged $1,191. And here are also other fees. You can check it out. I will also put this link below the video. So how much does an insurance cost you? Well, the price of an insurance, which we call it a premium, is decided by several factors, including your age, gender, how long you will stay in Canada. the amount of coverage, and the deductible amount, and so on. For example, one of my clients, a 77-year-old lady who planned to stay in Canada for 2 months with 100k Canadian dollars coverage and 500 deductible. Her premium was about $900. And another male client of 41 years old who planned to stay in Canada for 3 months with 0 deductible and 100k coverage. His premium was only $300. So far, all of my clients have purchased insurance when they applied for the Canada visa. And if you just decided to buy one, but don't know where to buy, I'm putting a link below the video, you can check it out. The next question is, when should you buy insurance? When you apply for your visa, or after your application is approved. Considering the standard of proof, I believe it is always better for you to present an insurance when you apply for your visa. You can try to imagine that you are a visa officer, and now you have 2 applications putting on your desk for, let's say, visit visa. The documents of the applicants are very similar, except one difference. One of them is presenting an insurance, and the other is not. I know the opinion of the visa officer can be very subjective, but if, let's say, you can only pick one application to approve, I believe the one with the insurance reached a higher standard of proof, because he thinks of insurance reflecting that he is a more prepared applicant. If you have different ideas, please let me know below the video. To facilitate this purpose, I have some tips for you to buy an insurance. The first one is, the premium should be refundable when your visa is refused, or you just cancel that travel plan for any reason. The second one is, the effective date of that insurance can be changed in case your visa application is delayed or you just change the schedule of your travel. The last question is, what kind of insurance you should consider buying, and which insurance companies to buy from? Well, as we just see from the ARCC website, for the insurance requirement of both IEC program and the Super Visa program, they call the insurance health insurance. But for many insurance companies, they call this insurance travel insurance. Therefore, no matter what they call it, the point is, like we just see, the insurance must cover medical care, hospitalization, and repatriation. As long as the insurance covers all these expenses, it's good to buy. As to the coverage on the travel, for example, the delay and cancellation of an air flight, or the loss of your luggage, that's totally up to you. As to which insurance companies are recommended, there is no specific requirement for the IEC program, but the Super Visa program does. Let's check it out. As you can see, to apply for a Super Visa, you can only buy insurance from either a Canadian insurance company or a foreign insurance company that meets several requirements of the ARCC. And there are indeed further requirements on this foreign insurance company. As to the amount of coverage, as we can see, the Super Visa program requires a minimum coverage of 100,000 Canadian dollars. In fact, this is also the coverage recommended to my clients as well. So far, I hope I already explained about this topic sufficiently, and I'm putting a link below the video for those people who need help to buy an insurance. If you have any questions about this topic, please do let me know. I'm Kenny. Learn my lessons on your way to Canada. See you in next video.